All right, looks like the Lions are making a last-minute move, and man, this seems like a big game. Seems like a really good opportunity for the Lions to get out 2-0. They are favored by 7 points, which is a massive number, but it shows that people really think the Lions are good. And the Buccaneers were good last week, but it still feels like the Lions are just like that much better at home. Let's get it done. Let me know in the comments, score predictions. Put them in the comments. Score predictions. I think it's Lions 27, Buccaneers 20. And I think it'd be perfect. Let's go 2-0. Okay, so here's what Lions did kind of last minute, and let's get to it. They have elevated 2 wide receivers for the Buccaneers game. So you're allowed to elevate guys 3 times throughout the year from the practice squad to the game roster before you have to officially sign them to the 53-man roster. So that's kind of cool because it gives you an opportunity to get guys up. And we've got 2 wide receivers. Now, I think this is interesting because I don't know what. Maybe it was just in my head, but I feel like I could feel Josh Reynolds' absence. And I think we had all really gotten used to being like, Josh Reynolds is good. And I don't know if he's good, but he just fits what the Lions do. He fits Jared Goff. He fits the offense. He's a great complementary piece to St. Brown. Like, on the surface, losing Josh Reynolds doesn't really make a lot of sense. It seems like the Lions got plenty of cap room. He cost $8 million a year or something like that. I mean, it just felt like, man, it's just too natural, too good, everything lined up. And so to watch him walk away, that's been the big question since day one, or since he left, was who's going to kind of fill that. And so I did feel like I missed him out there. I could sense that he was not there. So here's who the Lions are bringing up. They're bringing up Tom Kennedy and Tim Patrick. They're going to join the rest of the receiving crew, who's light, by the way. So love to see this. So Tom Kennedy we know, and first on him, we just know what we've got there. He's been consistent from day one and knows the offense, always right on the bubble from making the team, practice squad. It's just always right there. So love that. I just think that's a consistent guy that we can count on and just really don't have to worry about at all. So that's a good one. The next one is Tim Patrick. He's now in. And so this is a little interesting one because, well, let me go over to Kennedy. I mean, first of all, Kennedy gives insurance to every wideout position. Love that. Love that. The more intriguing call-up is from Patrick, who signed with the Lions after the Broncos released him. He's a 6-year vet. He started 37 games. He lost the last 2 seasons to serious injuries, Achilles and an ACL. But prior to those injuries, he had put back-to-back 700-yard season with a collective 11 touchdowns. So he's played. He's out there. He knows what to do. Like, he's a veteran receiver. But you go through big injuries, and that's not good, right? So I don't like that. So we'll get back to the game itself here in just a second. But love to see that the Lions, all right, let's call up a couple guys, wide receivers. Let's start working them in. Tim Patrick's the one we're most interested in. He was only on the practice squad for 1 week, which I find really good because it's like, man, he's come off a couple major injuries. Maybe he's going to stay on the practice squad for a minute. But Tim Patrick is in. He's a productive wide receiver that could be the perfect Josh Reynolds replacement. So keep an eye on that. Of course, Tom Kennedy, we just know what he can do. Now, next thing I want to talk about is this game. First of all, I don't know. This is just a repeat of the last 2 games that we played last season. It's fine. But, it's just like I'd like to play some new opponents. But the Buccaneers are a really good team, but we match up really well with them. That is the whole thing with the Buccaneers. So, yes, they played good. Yes, they're a good team. It's just a good matchup for us. I don't know how else to say it. They can't get pressure on Jared Goff the last 2 games that we played him. Goff picks him apart. We can run on him. And then defensively, man, we just kind of got Baker Mayfield. Now, he's good. I mean, honestly, Baker Mayfield's so much better than I thought. Let me know in the comments. Are you still like, no, that dude sucks? Or are you like, yeah, he's actually not bad? I mean, let me know because I'm in the, like, he's actually not that bad. If he gets in a position where he is, like, fits. And he fits here with Tampa Bay. So, with that being said, you look at some specific matchups, and it's like, I just like where we're at with that. So the first one is Carlton Davis versus Mike Evans. So if you remember last year, Mike Evans just kind of was a problem, especially in the playoff game. There was one spot where the Lions were up by a couple scores, and they just go right down the field. They've got Mike Evans, and it was easy pickings. And it's just like, well, man, this is fun. And we had no corners, but now we do. We've got Carlton Davis, who comes from Tampa Bay, who went against Mike Evans in practice, and vice versa, right? So Mike Evans knows Carlton Davis, so that's good and bad. So it's just, we have somebody now. Is Mike Evans gonna still catch passes? Absolutely. He's gonna be a good player, but it doesn't feel like just overmatched. So I love that one. Let's go down. I was going to show you that. It's all blurry. Taylor Decker. Okay, so now in his 9th season, Taylor Decker has been tasked to block some of the best pass rushers in the NFL. Now he goes against a 2021 first-round pick, Joe Tyron Shoyinka. And we just talked so much about Penei Sewell, who's questionable, by the way, in the game. May not play. But we got Taylor Decker. And here's the thing about this. We just forget that we've just got such a great, solid veteran on the left-hand side. So Jared Goff's going to have time. I'm not worried about this one at all. Love it. Let's go. Love it. Next one. Aiden, here we go, baby. Aiden Hutchinson versus Tristan Wirfs, and this is the premier matchup. And man, I'm just watching Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, first of all, I think we forget he's 6'7". He is the perfect, ideal size at defensive end. I guess, I don't know, right? I'm a Michigan fan, watched him. I never noticed. He looks bigger now in the NFL. That doesn't usually happen. Usually, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you look bigger now. But he looks taller now than he did in college. He's just bigger. Oh, man. He can spin. He can power. He's got speed. He is, man, he's everything. So Stafford, was just good and was just getting rid of the ball and just knew I got 2 seconds. So I'm just going to throw it. I don't, that's all I know, because Stafford knew that his offensive line was beat up. So in some ways it played to their advantage a little bit. Just, I don't know if it's an advantage, but it's like, I just know that I have 2 seconds and there's no developing routes. And that's just what I got to do. Where now feels like Aiden Hutchinson's going to get home and like, let's go. I love that. And, here they are in college. I mean, Aiden's so much better now too, which is so cool because, I mean, we all know he was really good in college. He just keeps getting better. Now, at some point you reach like, all right, this is who you are. You're in your prime, like, but I feel like he's right. He just, these last 3 years, my gosh, he's so good. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know the score, and we'll see all of you on the next one.